Very good evening and welcome to Nationwide at 6, coming to you live from the heart of the national capital. I am in Delhi 6, the original Delhi, the old Delhi. And this yesterday became a very, very tense area. And the reason was what used to be a banquet hall, a library, and also a dispensary. These mangled remains are the story of what the court said is an illegal structure. The mosque committee here says that it is also one of the, in fact, Waqf property which has been demolished. They had approached the courts as well. And what you will see behind me at this moment, as I speak, Pooja is going to show you how some of the locals are trying to salvage whatever they can. Because yesterday there was no time which was given to people to take out their belongings, their stuff. You will see few locals, those who are trying to take out their belongings. I just saw some people taking out a tandoor. There are utensils which at this moment are being taken out from this very place near the Turkman Gate, and this became a point of contention, problem as far as Delhi is concerned. Yesterday there was stone-pelting, law and order situation which prevailed here, though for a short period of time, but the tension continues. The area around it seems almost as if there is curfew around this. The rumors started late in the night where there were some people who suggested that the target of the demolition drive when 30 old bulldozers, JCB machine, which for many have become the point of, at least a symbol of oppression. When they rolled out here late in the night, people said that this mosque is the target, which was not the case. And then there was stone pelting. 5 people have been arrested as far as this entire operation is concerned. And so far, the police say at this moment there is peace in the area. I also want to show you, Pooja will just turn around from the mosque, and I will just give you a sense of how the debris clearing operation is going on. There are these heavy earth moving machines that you see behind me. A number of them which have been put in place. The one that I can count, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And on the other hand, there are few as well. There are people, those who are working with the equipment to break down what used to be the roof of this entire structure. The structure is being broken down so that the entire debris can be cleared out. And they want to do it as soon as possible. You will see some sparks there. That are the cutters which are in fact cutting the remains of these, all these structures, and the wires, the iron and the pillars which were constructed here. Ladies and gentlemen, since yesterday, there have been massive amount of police presence here. And there are 2 important questions that, of course, can be raised as far as this story is concerned. Number 1, was there a better way to deal with this situation? Why was this done in the night? And when the peace committee, the police say that there were multiple, meetings of the peace committee. What came out of those meetings? Why was it not ensured that people had the right information? And was there a pre-planned conspiracy? Who were the people? Those who assembled and stone pelted. That's the point of investigation, the line of investigation that the police is pursuing at this moment. I want to play out some reactions. NDTV was the only channel late in the night reporting from this spot. We saw what happened. Eyewitnesses and also the authorities speaking about the entire sequence of events. Take a look.
रैली डेलाइट के पीछे रहता हूँ. तकरीबन 150-200 लोग थे.
कहाँ से, बाहर से आए थे? यहीं से?
यहीं के हैं सारे.
तो पत्थर फेंके थे इन्होंने, ऊपर से फेंके थे?
पथराव हुआ है, यहीं से हुआ है.
तो ये पहले से तय किया गया था कि ऐसा कुछ करना है जब पुलिस आएगी, या फिर अचानक हुआ, एकदम उसी वक्त हुआ?
नहीं, ये पहले से ही तय करा गया था जो ये काम हमें करना है या नहीं करना है. लोग बागों ने ये पहले से प्लानिंग बना रखी।
इकट्ठा पहले ही करना है ऐसा जानकारी।
जी जी जी।
तुर्कमान गेट हिंसा में कुल 5 पुलिसकर्मी घायल हुए हैं। उनमें से 2 पुलिसकर्मी मेरे साथ हैं। पहले हैं कांस्टेबल विक्रम, जिनके सर पर काफ़ी गहरी चोटें आई हैं। इसके अलावा शरीर के दूसरे हिस्सों में भी काफ़ी चोटें आई हैं। विक्रम, कल आप ड्यूटी पर थे, उस दौरान क्या कुछ हुआ था?
जी, कल हमारी ड्यूटी 11:30 बजे रात के SHO साहब चांदनी महल के साथ थी हमारी ड्यूटी। टाइम से हम पहुंच गए थे। काफ़ी पहले से ही काफ़ी भीड़ इकट्ठा थी वहाँ पे फिर एक भीड़ को बोला काफ़ी एक चले जाओ यहाँ से। काफ़ी चली भी गई थी समझाने से, पर काफ़ी भीड़ वहाँ पे अजमंजिल के वहाँ पे ही खड़ी हो गई थी। बैरिकेड भी लगा दिए थे। तो 3 रास्ते होते हैं वहाँ, उसे एक रास्ते में से वो ज़्यादा बंदे थे, उसको बंद करने के चक्कर में वहीं से पत्थरबाजी चालू हो गए थे।
तो कितने लोग होंगे जो पथराव कर रहे होंगे?
जी, पत्थरबाजी तो वो तीनों रोड भरे ही थे सर। हाँ, एस्टिमेट लगा नहीं जा सकता, मेरे हिसाब से 2000 के आसपास तो होंगे।
1000 के आसपास लोग?
काफ़ी।
तो क्या ये भीड़ अचानक से आई थी कि आप पहले से इकट्ठा हो रही थी?
मस्जिद वाली गली है
ये हाँ, पता नहीं, अचानक से पहले से भी हो रही थी थोड़ी बहुत, तो फिर और अचानक बाद में आ गई।
तो ये पथराव कब तक चला? कितनी देर पथराव चला?
जी, 12:30 के बाद में पथराव चालू हो गया था और ये थोड़ी देर तो चला था। फिर हमें लग गई थी, साहब को, SHO साहब को चोट लगी थी और फिर मुझे लगी। फिर हम वहाँ से साहब को लेकर हॉस्पिटल चले गए।
तो तीनों गलियों से पथराव हो रहा था?
सर ये तो तीनों से तो नहीं देखा, पर जो एक गली थी ना उससे तो मैंने देखा था, वहाँ से आए थे।
और आपने जो बैरिकेटिंग की थी वो कितने लेयर की बैरिकेटिंग की थी और क्या बैरिकेटिंग उन्होंने तोड़ दिया था?
हाँ, 2 या 3 बैरिकेड लगा दिए थे वहाँ पे। फिर उसको वो धक्का मुक्की देख करके वो तो हटा दिए थे उन्होंने।
अच्छा, भीड़ में जो लोग थे वो क्या बातें कर रहे थे, क्या नारेबाजी कर रहे थे? कोई नारा सुना आपने वहाँ पे?
जी बस सर, मैंने तो एक ही नारा सुना था सर। ऐसे बोल रहा था एक आदमी, तुम्हारा खून ठंडा पड़ गया, सो गया तुम्हारा खून, ये ऐसे नारे दे रहे थे।
अच्छा, तो आपको चोट लगने के बाद फिर आपको कौन लेकर गया वहाँ से?
चोट ये पत्थर लगा, मुझे थोड़ा सा चक्कर आ गया, तो वो एक आउटर फोर्स वालों ने थोड़ा सा सहारा दे के आगे कर दिया था। तो फिर ये बाद में फिर ये सर थे साथ में, इनको लेकर हम चले गए थे, सर को लेकर।
Right. Let me very quickly at this moment go across to my colleague Teshri, who is joining us. She has been reporting on this story since the morning. As we are standing here while this entire operation of the debris clearing is going on, Teshri, the police is investigating whether it was a preconceived conspiracy or whether it was a spontaneous, in fact, act of agitation by the people. What are you picking up from your police sources?
Well, absolutely. Top sources from the Delhi police have revealed that yes, they are probing all the angles and they will be also investigating so as to whether if this entire incident was orchestrated, it was pre-planned or not, and they are also going to scan the social media handles of all those individuals who are involved in this. There was a particular hashtag also that they used to circulate this message. Also, let me tell you, I'm reporting from the very lane from where the rioters, actually the protesters, or we should say the stone pelters, gathered over here. And as of now, you can see there is an uneasy calm in this area. The CRPF, the Delhi police jawans are also in fact deployed. The RF was also deployed some time back. We'll also just move forward so as to give you a glimpse that what the situation is right now. The multiple layer of barricading has been done now. 3 to 4 barricades have been placed over here and nobody is allowed to move from that particular area to this area. As in the visuals also, there were 3 to 4 videos that NDTV managed to access, and in all those videos, in fact, we saw that this was the very lane from where we are reporting right now. And we'll also quickly show you the visuals of the stones and the big bricks that were used by the stone pelters. They gathered over here and they just started, the mob gathered and started running from this very lane. You can see that the scooters, the Activas, in fact, are all in fact fallen on this very floor, and these are the big pieces of the stones and bricks that we'll also show you. Aman, you can show these visuals of these stones. So it is quite evident for the manner in which you can see not just one, but let me count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So all these stones were pelted from this very area, and not just that, but also in fact they were in a way motivating, instigating the people, the mob who was there to attack the police in large numbers. So all this matter is under investigation so as to how the investigation will unfold, who will all be those who are involved and who will be the next individuals who will be arrested in this case.
All right, Teshri, thank you for joining us with all those details. Let me at this moment go live and exclusive to Mr. Madhur Verma, who's joining me at this moment, senior police official here in the national capital, to give us a sense of what's happening and what happened last night. Thank you so much, sir, for speaking to NDTV. Mr. Verma, let me begin by asking you, what happened yesterday? Could you tell our viewers the sequence of events which took place yesterday and what led to the situation turning violent here near Turkman Gate?
Yesterday there was a planned demolition and encroachment removal drive by MCD. They had given the timing of starting the demolition at 2 a.m. early in the morning, because we do not want that commuters to suffer, because that's a very high footfall area. It is Ramlila Maidan and on Asaf Ali Road. The major portion of demolition was to be carried out, and otherwise also tactfully also we had planned the demolition and force mobilization accordingly only. And we had number of briefings, number of meetings of Aman Committee, Nagrik Suraksha Committee meetings, etc. with the people. We had meeting with the Maulavis of the area. We explained them properly about the Honorable High Court order of encroachment removal at the Ramlila Ground, and we explained them properly about not being falling prey to those rumors of touching or demolishing religious structures, etc., etc. So most of the people around that area were convinced. However, when we were about to start the demolition, there was some miscreants, some unguided or misguided youngsters who pelted stones on the police party. However, they were not much in number, maybe say less than 100, and maybe 40-50 odd were pelting stones. We had a graded use of force policy, right, with a mild use of force, which was basically tear shells were thrown, and they scattered here and there. Out of them, 5 people were immediately detained. Okay. And later on we registered the FIR and arrested them. And we have our images of body worn cameras, right, CCTV images, etc. We are investigating the case and will take action against others also who were with them.
Mr. Verma, as the joint CP of the Central Range, as a very senior police official, you have conducted many such operations, or at least you have provided made arrangements for such operations. There are 2 questions, sir. What came out of the mosque committee meeting? I mean, after multiple meetings, if this is the result, then why did the police not anticipate it? Was there intelligence failure? And apart from that, why do it in the night, sir? People are saying that gave elbow room to rumor mongering.
That's not actually true. It's the timing of the drive was mutually discussed between both the agencies, and it was easier for commuters because it was a major exercise. I mean, it took more than 6 hours to remove the encroachment or this demolition exercise to complete. So it was preferably to be done in the night or very early in the morning when commuters are not traveling on that area. And similarly, on strategically also, when there are chances of breach of peace, it is better when the when the onlookers are not high in number to carry on the exercise. We planned it properly. We had our additional DCPs, around 9 of them. They were in charge of different sectors. A lot of appropriate amount of force was given to them. There was so that was the precisely reason that we could carry it properly and completely.
But eventually the result turned out to be what happened last night. Some policemen have also been injured. I want to ask you, were the locals taken into confidence? Yes, you said that there were peace committee meetings done, but did you fail to ensure the message reaches to every person in this area?
Of course, prior to carrying out this demolition, there were a series of meetings between the leaders of this area, the Aman committee members, our Nagrik Suraksha Samitis. Then there are a lot of mosques in the areas. We organized a meeting with the Maulvis of these mosques. They were all conveyed about the Honorable High Court's order. In fact, even the committee was given appropriate time, if they to seek a relief, etc., from the order. And after properly, lawfully conveying about the Honorable High Court order, the encroachment removal exercise was carried out.
I want to understand, where is the investigation heading at this moment? Also, sir, because are you looking at it as a preconceived conspiracy angle to the investigation, or do you think it was spontaneous anger that resulted in the violence here?
As of now, we are not, absolutely not ruling out that aspect also, because there are number of some, social media posts which we are examining, which came, which were, posted late last night. We are examining those social media posts which reflect some kind of instigation to the youngsters to come out and, affect the process. And, so we cannot, as of now, ruling out the conspiracy angle also. However, that there was not much support and there was a lot of planning and proper deployment that we were able to control them and complete the process well in time.
So let me ask you in conclusion then, what are you doing at this moment to ensure that the peace prevails here, and there is no sense of animosity or which lingers on in the area?
As of now, the rebel and is being collected by the MCD trucks only. Situation is almost normal. There is not much deployment of police also in that area. However, we are keeping a watch, and our message to the local populace. I think by today there will be clarity also that that was basically only an encroachment removal exercise. So those false rumors and exaggerations, etc., would have already come to halt. So our message through your esteemed channel is that we should not be as in youngsters or as the residents should not be falling prey to these rumors. End of the day, these are the guidelines, directions for the benefit of public at large. Once we remove the encroachments from particular area, these are public spaces which can be utilized for one and all. So it was entirely in that spirit the encroachment removal exercise was carried out, and so I believe everyone should support it, and rather than there is no point falling prey to rumors and coming to streets and maybe go for stone pelting, because in case you do, Delhi police will be very strict and take a very strict action on these kind of activities.
Thank you so much, Joint Police Commissioner of Delhi Police, Mr. Madhur Verma, for speaking to NDTV on this important matter. But as the cacophony of these machines behind me is only raising the volume, in fact, and the noise around me is only on the rise as the debris is being cleared, the noise around this entire demolition and the politics on it is also on the rise. From AIMM Chief Asaduddin Owaisi saying that it is a travesty of justice. He also called this an illegal demolition because this land belongs to the Waqf. To the Congress in the Aam Aadmi Party also hitting out at the BJP. Samajwadi Party MP Mr. Nadvi was here late in the night. They have also hit out at the BJP and the Delhi government, while the Delhi government has defended itself by saying that politics is being done only to promote animosity. Take a look.
जी वेलकम। हाँ, मैं गया था रात जी, जब मुझे ये इत्तला मिली कि एक भारी डिप्लॉयड होने के बाद अभी कोई हाई कोर्ट से ऑर्डर भी नहीं आया है और मस्जिद को जो है वो नुकसान पहुंचाने की गरज से जो है वो इंतजामिया कर रहा है, तो हमारे खदशात इसलिए भी थे कि इससे पहले महरौली में रातों रात एक मस्जिद के साथ मस्जिद अखुन जी की, जिसकी हमने पार्लियामेंट में भी आवाज उठाई थी कि ऐसा हो सकता है। हम वहां गए, देखा बहुत भीड़ है और डिप्लॉयड भी है, तो हमने भीड़ से शांति रहने की अपील की और वीडियो भी हमारे होंगे, हम अपील कर रहे हैं। और उसके बाद हम मस्जिद कमेटी अंदर बैठी थी, मस्जिद कमेटी से बात की हमने, तो उन्होंने कहा कि अभी 12 फरवरी तक जो है हमारे पास टाइम था कि इसके इंतजामिया इसको टाल सकता था एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन, कि अभी क्या कहते हैं। और इससे पहले अभी 2-4 दिन पहले हमारे किबला शाही इमाम साहब बुखारी साहब मिले भी थे कि भाई इसका एक सही समाधान निकाला जा सके। लेकिन रातों रात इस तरह से मतलब सच्ची श्रद्धा, हम लोग शपथ लेते हैं और इंतजामिया भी शपथ लेती है कि सच्ची श्रद्धा से काम करना है। किसी वर्ग का अगर कोई मैटर है तो उसको जो है आपस में इफाम तफहीम से और क्या हकीकत है, क्या सच्चाई है, कागजात खंगालने का भी मौका दिया जाता है। अभी जेर अदालत है मामला, लेकिन जिस तरह से एक ऐसा लगता है कि एक खास वर्ग को उकसावे की कार्रवाई के लिए इस तरह के टाइम और इस तरह की भीड़ और इस तरह की चीजें की जाती हैं, जिससे ये दुख होता है कि सच्ची श्रद्धा से हमारी जनता काम नहीं कर रही।
Let me bring in at this moment Mr. Anil Gupta, spokesperson of the Bharatiya Janata Party. Anmol Pawar of the Aam Aadmi Party is also joining me. So is Mr. Ellen Rao, ex-DCP of the Delhi Police. Thank you so much, gentlemen, for speaking to us here on NDTV. Anmol, I want to start with you because the allegation is that there is a sense that this entire episode could have been handled better. Aam Aadmi Party was also in government till very recently. How would you have done that? Because it was a court order. There were multiple meetings of the peace committee which was conducted. If there are some miscreants who decide to take law in their own hand, how can that be used to question the intent of the agency?
Ankit ji, we believe in the rule of law. When a court passes an order, it must be respected and it must be implemented. There's no disagreement on that. But the real question that demands an answer from the Delhi government is this: that why was this lawful demolition being carried out under the cover of darkness at 1:30 a.m. in the night? If the objective was merely to remove encroachments, this could have been easily done in the daytime. Let us not forget that when jhugis were demolished in Delhi, whether it's the Madrasi camp in Jangpura or Ashok Vihar or Wazirpur or the Bhumihin camp in Kalkaji, they were demolished earlier and the BJP did it openly in the daytime. Then why choose the dead of the night for demolition? Why were the residents not taken into confidence? Why were the families jolted awake by the bulldozers instead of being informed through a transparent process? Day before yesterday, we saw in JNU that how some miscreant raised some anti-national slogans, and yet no arrest is being made, no FIR is being registered. And last night, despite heavy police deployment at the Turkman Gate, police stones were pelted at the police itself. So the obvious question is that who are these people? And it increasingly appears, just now, the Joint Commissioner of Police said that it seems to be pre-planned and investigation is underway. But it increasingly appears that all these incidents, they are not accidental, but they are manufactured. It is a deliberate attempt to vitiate Delhi's atmosphere, and one cannot escape the conclusion that this is a BJP-sponsored strategy to inflame tensions, to destabilize the city and push Delhi towards unrest, to divert
but then you are making this allegation. It's a political allegation, Anmol. It's a political allegation without any proof, right? Their investigation is on. Even before the investigation completes, you want to bring the BJP in. But I want to ask Mr. Gupta ji, the question is, the bulldozers, these JCB machines, hold on. These bulldozers, these JCB machines are already associated with a sense of oppression, a symbol of oppression for the minority community. Why did you have to do this song and dance of 30 bulldozers standing here, sending messages first that demolition will take place at 8 p.m., then at 2 p.m.? You could have handled this better. Why was this done in the shroud of the night? You gave this elbow room of rumor mongering, and if it was a pre-planned conspiracy, what was your police doing then?
Yeah, good evening to you and all the viewers. See, the Honorable High Court delivered the judgment on 12th November 2025, and court has given 3 months' time to vacate all this illegal encroachment. MCD and PWD marked all these illegal structures on 22nd December 2025. So, court order has to be followed. And as you have just interviewed the Honorable this Joint CP, he has clearly mentioned that because of the congestion, because of the heavy footfall, the agency decided to do this exercise in the night. And one more thing, all these illegal encroachments were commercial in nature. There were no hutments, there were no residents, and the process was going on for last 2 months. The meetings were held, the notices were put up, even the affected parties went to the court. There was no relief, and the court judgment has to be followed. So government has done their duties. And one more thing.
No, hold on. Mr. Gupta, hold on. There are two important things on this. There are two important things. Number one, you are saying that the court in its November 12th order gave 3 months. Those 3 months are till February 12th. So why was this done? You could have given them more time. If it needed more convincing of the people, you could have done that. What was the nature of those peace committee meetings if it came to this? And number two, the court did not give a stay order, but the court clearly said that the court issued notices to the MCD, and the next date of hearing is April 22nd.
Yeah.
So that is why the question is being raised on your intent, sir, and on the timing.
You have yourself mentioned all the details. The time was for 3 months, 12th November, and 3 months from that date. The government, the agencies have to follow the orders, yes or not? There was no stay, and everybody knows there was GRAP enforced in Delhi previously. Just few days back, the GRAP 3 has been removed. The demolition activities can be done, and it is not mentioned that on the last day of the court you have to do all these things. Agencies are doing these things, and you must ask all these illegal occupants, all these commercial establishments, why they have occupied the government property.
But didn't the people have 3 months time to take out their debris?
No.
Didn't the people have 3 months time to take out their belongings from this place?
It was the
court order says within 3 months.
You are standing there, go and check. It was the banquet hall which was running. It was all the commercial establishments which were running on the encroached land. And the already Honorable High Court has given a decision, and government agencies have to follow that
didn't
decision.
they have the right to take out their belongings from this?
So what do you want? You want that on the last day of the period the action should be done? Already so many notices.
I only wanted this operation to be conducted in a manner where there shouldn't have been any unnecessary violence. People shouldn't have been injured. That's all I want. And that onus lies on you.
It needs to be investigated. Whom cited the violence? The role of Mr. Nadvi, the MP from the Samajwadi Party, must be investigated. Why he was there? The role of other political parties. Why they incited the
no, but why shouldn't he be there? He has a constitutional right to be there, and if he has done something wrong, then your police should arrest him. The police was here with him last night. Hold on, sir. Let me bring in Mr. Ellen Rao. Let me bring in Mr. Ellen Rao at this moment. Rao Saab, you've been a senior police official. Could this situation be avoided? Is there a failure as far as the local intelligence is concerned when after peace committee meetings also this kind of violence takes place? Should the police have done this in the broad daylight rather than doing it in the night?
Good evening, Ankit and all my co-panelists, to all your viewers. And really, this is a very incident which occurred last night. But the police has to comply with the orders of the Honorable High Court. Number one, to comply with that order, the police has taken very, very preventive measures to holding the peace committee meetings, and they have discussed everything with them. They have been explained, and I have heard Joint CP as well as DCP also of that area. They are saying that all stakeholders were taken into confidence, and they were into agreement that more than 90% or 99% people were in agreement that it would be demolished, because it could not be demolished by the occupants of that itself. And this was the operation done by the MCD with a request to the local police. And as you and other people are blaming that why it was done in night, I must tell you that police has to take care all the things into mind. And in this case, the night was the very suitable time when there is no football and there is no much a crowd. That's why this decision was taken, and I think it was the right decision. Otherwise, if it would have been in the daytime, there could have been much more people who have been injured in that operation. So I think with the wise decision of police.
Okay, Anmol, you have heard the police also, you've heard the BJP also. The fact is that they are carrying out a court order. Is the Aam Aadmi Party only looking at a particular vote bank in opposing this?
Ankit ji, we are not opposing any court order. Let me reiterate it, that any court order must be implemented. But the point which we are raising is that why are such incidents of violence taking place despite heavy police presence? All these miscreants were pelting stones at the police itself. Today, the law and order is in shambles, public safety is collapsing, murder, loot and violent crimes are happening in broad daylight. In just last 7 days, 12 murders have taken place from Lakshmi Nagar to Dallupura, from Aya Nagar to Dwarka. There's hardly any part of Delhi that feels safe anymore. So law and order is the main problem. It comes directly under the Home Ministry. It comes directly under the BJP's five-engine government. Yet these kind of incidents are taking place.
Okay, Anmol, I am completely out of time. I am afraid I'm out of time, but thank you for taking that time out. Thank you, Mr. Gupta. Thank you, Mr. Rao, for speaking to me. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll leave it there. But this created in the situation, a law and order situation, a tense situation in the heart of Delhi. For the sake of this entire area, peace and harmony to return, any doubt about the real intentions should now be eradicated. And after this, after the demolition drive which is going on here, the debris clearing drive which is going on here, I think it is important to make sure that any doubt in the minds of the locals is also cleared by reaching out to them. That's all the time that I have on this. I'm taking a very quick break, coming back with much more on the other side. Stay tuned.